What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Team Solemn Circus live video. On the left side here, we are going over a Rescue Ace, as well as on the right side here, we're going over Salamangreat. So fire versus fire. Which one will be extinguished first? Before we dive into doing for the like, comment, subscribe, we're on the road to 5K here. Hopefully hitting that by the end of the year here. Looks like we're going to be seeing Rescue Ace going to be going first. Sala does have a good, I think both decks have a good plan going second, as well as going first. Going to be able to set up either the Rescue Ace can set up set 4, and the Salamangreat can actually pop 4 here. We're going to be normal summoning out, I believe that is a Airlifter. Then adds a Rescue Ace spell or trap. We're going to be activating the effect of Emergence, and it's going to be hit with an Ash Blossom here. We're going to be simply just setting one card and passing here. Then we're going to be activating the Salamangreat Circle during the draw phase here, which will allow us to search here for a Salamangreat monster. I don't know if I've actually ever seen the secondary effect of Circle actually activate. I'm going to search for the one of Gazelle, hoping it comes off the list. Hopefully maybe going to 2 here. We're going to be seeing a Salamangreat of Fire being normal summoned. That's going to be hit with the copy of Impulse here. Trying to get summoned from the deck. It's going to get hit with Ash Blossom. So we're going to see Fire is going to be searching for, it looks like Weasel there. Getting hit with that double Ash definitely feels kind of rough. Link away into the Balinks here. Then we're going to be able to activate the Gazelle because, with the Fire hit the grave. And when you also start searching for the field spell here, Gazelle will be able to dump. Dumping probably a Spinny Art. Going for the Roar here, okay. Maybe we already have access to Spinny there. So we're probably going to be seeing them link up into Sunlight Wolf. Looks like we're thinking here for a little bit. It's crazy that we're 2 minutes in and we already got hit with double Ash Blossom here. Rescue Ace is a cool deck, but it does get hit with Ash. We're going to see them go into the Sanctuary here, linking away Balinks for, I don't think we need the double Balinks here. We're going to see them go for Sunlight Wolf. And then we can go, we have lots of options here. We can go, and we're going to see the Weasel going to activate here, okay. So it's going to summon itself out here, and then it's also going to be able to trigger the effect of the Sunlight Wolf, which is going to be adding back one of the Ash Blossoms here. So now we have a third Ash for our opponent. We're going to be linking away the Weasel into a copy of a Balinks here. I believe we also added back the Roar here with the... we're going to be linking. We're going to be double linking. That's going to activate Sunlight Wolf. Secondary effect to set the trap here. Or actually, it's going to be adding back Circle. The trap's going to set itself there. Okay, so Roar's going to set itself. So it's going to be banished when it leaves the field. And we're going to be seeing them go battle phase. We're going to be seeing them attack into the Airlifter here. Just dealing 100 damage, and I guess they have the Balinks as well, which is not bad. And then we just see probably a pass turn. Yes, we're going to be seeing them normal summon the Hydrant here. And then we're going to be seeing the Hydrant going to activate its effects most likely, which can search for a monster here. We see that we're going to get destroyed with Roar. I don't exactly know where we're going with this. We're going to see the Turbulence going to activate here. It's going to be banishing. And we do have lots of Rescue Aces in the grave. We're going to see the Fire, both monsters there, going to be banished. And then we're going to be summoning out that Turbulence. Turn List going to activate its effects, attempting to set 4 here from the deck. It's pretty nice here. I'm surprised we don't have like a Rage or something else set up. I wonder if we had a possibility of maybe getting Rage. We're going to take a second to read them. I know it's just like we have the 2 traps, which is just, I think, Extinguish, and then Contain, which is like Effect Negate, and then Destroy. And then we have the Rescue and the Emergency. We have 5 set here, which is pretty nice. And we also have Ash in hand, so, we're going to be able to Ash the Emergency here, I guess. We're going to see Turbulence going to be attacking into the Balinks there. And we're going to let that die here. Okay. So we'll take 25. We're going to activate the circle, which is going to let us add here. Looks like they're looking at Foxy. Adding the Foxy here, okay. And then we get the draw card for turn here. Our opponent does have 5 face downs. Can be quite intimidating here. We know one of them is an Imperm, one of them is Destruction, one of them is someone from deck, but we do have the Ash Blossom here. Only 1 card left in hand, and we also draw Desires here, so we'll have a few more cards. We're going to normal summon out the Foxy. And looks like we're thinking here, we're going to activate the Emergency. We're going to get hit with Ash Blossom. That's very fair. We knew that was going to happen. We did add back. We're going to add back Ash once again off of the Sunlight Wolf. We're going to be chaining another copy of the Impulse here. It's going to be able to summon from the deck a machine. So probably going for the copy of the Hydrant there, which will allow the traps and spells to have more power, like have more powerful effects. Because while you have Hydrant on the field, they do like additional stuff. No, summoning out instead, actually, we're going to be summoning out the Preventer here. So trying to change to the Book of Moon here. Book of Moon's really good against any Cyber's early deck, being able to flip face down any other monsters there. We could also flip face down the Foxy, but we're not going to do that. We're going to let them link away into Link Decoder here. This is essentially just going to be another body for us when we're going to link away into Decode Talk or Heat Soul. So going for the Heat Soul here, and then we're going to be able to summon back out the Decode, the Link Decoder, or whatever it's called. I think that we probably should have booked the Foxy here. Here we're going to activate Alert, I believe. It's either Alert or Rescue. I always get them confused. So we're going to actually activate the... Okay, so we're going to activate the Rescue, summon out the Hydrant here, which is why we did not choose to summon out the Hydrant. And then we're going to be flipping up the copy of Contain. Contain is going to be negating the effect of the Code Talker here, or Heat Soul. I don't believe it can be used as link material for the rest of this turn, yeah. So it cannot be used for link material for the rest of this turn because we control a Hydrant here. So we still have that currently that 1 set card and then the other copy in which is the Pop. So we have Extinguished here and then 1 Unknown. And are we able to push through that? We do have the Jaguar in the hand here, which we are going to be activating for the Foxy. Foxy will summon himself out. So we're going to activate the Preventer here, which is going to be the Book of Moon. But we also have Jack Jaguar here as well, and Weasel in the graveyard. So, we're not out of it just yet. We're going to activate the Circle here. Circle will add us a copy of Spinny, probably. So now we have to find a way to get a Salad on the field. So we have a Pop, and then we have an Unknown here. Everything else has been used. We're going to activate Desires. We have used both the effects here we have used the Gazelle here. So, not in risk of banishing that Gazelle. We've used a lot of the one-ofs here, so, trying to probably draw into something that will let us summon out. I don't really know, is there anything that lets them summon out a Salad here? Spinny doesn't summon himself unless you have another Salamangreat on your field. Probably going for the copy of Will here, actually, now that I think about it. We're going to be setting one card here and passing turn, it looks like. They're going to activate to pop the Heat Soul here. And they're going to draw for turn. Wanting to pop the Heat Soul before we get to the draw phase so they can, draw again here. And then we're going to be activating the effect here of the... of whatever his name is. And that's going to search us. So Hydroid's going to activate, searching us for a copy of... I'm not too sure which one that is. I think it's Fire Engine, maybe? We're going to link 2 away into a copy of the Hita. Fire deck versus Fire deck. And that's going to let Preventer summon out here a copy of one of the banished ones there. Hita here could summon actually out Sunlight Wolf, and they could link away immediately for it. Deco Talker is the same thing here. So we could actually activate the effect, pay 1,000 ourselves to draw a card, which is kind of nice. We're getting that little extra card there. We were down on cards too, so it's kind of cool that we see that effect come up here. Then we could just link away here if we wanted to for an access code. I don't think we're fire locked. Looks like they're looking at Unicorn here. Is there a chance they don't play access code? So we're linking away for a Unicorn here, and then that's going to be sending the Prosperity here to shuffle back the book, but it's going to be chained here. It's going to be flipping face down the Hydrant. We still do have Turbulence here, but I don't know if we have 4 left in the deck is a question. It still could be a very powerful card to activate. We're going to activate the Turbulence here. That's going to be able to resolve. We have no stuff to stop it. We're going to only send the Emergency, as well as, I believe that's the copy of the Rescue here, because we already did use the Alert. I only play 1 and 1 here, if I do recall. We're going to link away into access code, and then we're going to be gaining the 3 from the access code there. Access code effect can activate here. We're going to be banishing the Hita, popping the face down Foxy here. Then we also have a Nightmare we can do the same thing with. They're going to normal summon out Ibly here. And then Ibly will actually be able to bring back the Nightmare Unicorn. It's been a long time since I've seen a Ibly activate. Summoning out a Unicorn as well here. And then they're going to link 2 away into Appaloosa. That's going to give his opponent the Ibly as well. Or choosing not to do that. Okay. It's simply just going to be game here for the Uh, for the Rescue Ace player, there's a little confusion I have there. I don't know why they're not just popping the decode. Maybe it can't be destroyed by card effects. I don't know. To be honest, I'll have to pull it up here. Link Decoder, I think his name is. Link Decoder here. Yeah, I don't know why they couldn't pop. It only has 300 attack, so I guess it's probably not worth it in case I had anything else. You know, it being 300 attack does not really put that much pressure onto the board at all. Especially when they're already down on some life points here. But we're going to be going into game 2 here. You know, hitting them with Ash, that was what? 2 times, 3 times, maybe even 4 times there. And still losing that game 1 here. But moving on into the game 2, we'll see Salamangreat going first here. I know that the Rescue Aces do have cards they have in the hand that can activate. You know, being able to tribute something from the hand. We're going to be going Foxy, Chain Link, or normal summoning it, linking away into Balinks, activating Balinks here. And then we're going to be chaining the Impulse here. Going to send itself from the hand to summon out the Fire Attacker here. And then that'll let us draw 2 cards because it checks on resolution and a card was added. So we draw 2 here, then we discard 1. Discarding a copy of a trap here. I believe that is Contain. And then we're going to be doing some Foxy summon back by dumping Jaguar. Spinny dump. Then we'll be overlaying or summoning out Spinny here. Overlaying for your Mirage Dalio. Activate Mirage Dalio here. Summoning out Gazelle. And that's going to be dumping out the Roar here. Linking away the Mirage Dalio, or yeah, keeping Mirage Dalio in field. Linking away Gazelle and Balinks for a Sunlight Wolf. And then we're going to be activating the Jaguar, put back. And then we're going to be going into a Balinks once again. Linking away here for a copy of Heatleo, or not Heatleo, that's the Link 4. And then we're going to relinking once again for the Link 4 here, setting Roar by its own effect, and then we're also going to be able to set Rage here, I believe, or add Rage here, okay. So then we're going to be adding Rage, which we can then set and pop 4 cards here, which is very nice. You know, you can set 4 and I can pop 4. Let's see what resolves first. Which is actually pretty cool when you think about it. But our opponent here is starting with, I believe it's 6 cards or 7 cards, plus I already have 2 cards, or 3 cards even used. We're going to activate Cosmic here on the Rage right away. We know it's there, so we are forced to Roar and negate that. Then we're going to be normal summoning out the Hydrant. It doesn't activate on summon here, so we could stop it. We're going to activate the Hydrant here to search for a monster. And then we're also going to be activating here the Rescue, it looks like. It's either Rescue or... Wow. Looks like we add there. Or it's Alert there. It was activated. Okay. I think Alert adds like 2 cards. You can add any Rescue Ace monster. Okay. We're going to link it to Anima. Anima will be able to suck the Pyro Phoenix. And then we're going to be chaining the Rage here, popping 2 cards. And we do get to keep our Phoenix. But, you know, putting a lot of pressure on the field there with that Rescue Anima, or that Rescue Anima, Relinquish Anima there. We are going to banish the Hydrant here with the copy of Preventer, summoning itself out, and then we're going to be able to also summon out... Is that Impulse once again? Impulse really seems to be stuck to this guy's hand. We're going to link away here for a Hita, and then we're just going to be able to summon back out the Preventer there, or the Hydrant there. And then we're going to be activating the effect of Turbulence, banishing 2 Rescue Ace cards, being the Airlifter as well as the spell, summoning itself out here. And that's going to be able to activate its effects. We're going to set 4 here. We already got rid of the Rage and the Roar, so it does not matter. We're going to set Emergency and the Just a Trap. Only 2 here. I guess they have already used one of the spells. And then the other trap being discarded there, so... I think we have the 3rd trap in the hand there. We're going to activate the Hita, summoning out the Fire Phoenix from our opponents. So now we can actually get rid of the Fire Phoenix and not have it activate its graveyard effect to come back and then gain the 2800 or whatever it is. And I believe we can also activate the trap effect to pop if we have it. But we're going to be linking away into a Unicorn. A Unicorn will be able to spin back, and they're going to be chaining Gazelle here. Or Gazelle's going to be activating as well because it was sent to the graveyard there. So it's going to be Unicorn 1, discard, Gazelle 2, summon itself out. Then Gazelle will be able to activate its effects here. So we actually are going to be getting the Fire Phoenix effect in the graveyard to summon and protect ourselves. Anyways here, which is kind of nice. But with the Phoenix, or the Unicorn on the field, they can just link away and then they'll pop 2 and they can pop. So I don't think it's going to be that much of a problem here. So we're going to go for what it looks like to be an access code. Access code effect's going to be able to pop the Unicorn, or Unicorn effect. They're going to activate banishing the Hita. That's going to be popping the Gazelle. That effect's going to activate here, summoning itself out. And then they still have the Unicorn they can pop, though. The Unicorn can still be banished and popping it. Or the Anima as well. I keep forgetting with that. Then we can protect with Balinks. Oh my gosh. I completely forgot with that as well. We're going to go battle phase. Access code is going to attack into the Fire Phoenix here. And then we're going to be activating the quick play here, which is going to let us summon out. I think it has to be Hydrant there, or it's going to be Preventer, it looks like. Summoning a Preventer. Then we're going to be able to attack with the Preventer as well as a Turbulence. I'm pretty sure Turbulence can attack the turn. So we are dealing some pretty hefty damage here, you know, getting in for 3,000. And so going in for that 58 here plus access code is pretty nice. But we're not going to be finishing them off yet. So they're going to be activating the circle here, which is going to add them the fire. Then we're going to activate the emergency here. This will resolve summoning out Hydrant. Hydrant will be sending, or emergency will be sending the Preventer. Preventer effect can activate here in the grave to summon out. But we're going to be seeing them not. We're going to activate the normal summon the Salamangreat of Fire here. Flip up the Contain. And I'm pretty sure this is going to be game here. It negates its effects and it cannot be used for a link material here. But we are going to be activating Rage. Sending the Preventer. Oh, so Turbulence was linked away. Then Preventer's going to activate here, summoning out the Fire attacker here. So I'm going to be trying to draw 2, discard 1. And we have a Droll in the hand here. Do we have another extender? We're going to activate the Weasel here for the Foxy. Foxy will summon itself out. And this is an extender. But it's Foxy versus the world right now. It's going to link away for a Balinx. Then we're going to activate the Weasel. We do have the Jaguar as well. And then we're going to be summoning out the Foxy here, putting it back and drawing a card. So trying to draw something good here. And I don't know if that was good or not. We're going to see the Jaguar activate, putting back the Sunlight Wolf. Summoning itself out, linking away for probably a Sunlight Wolf. Going for a Hita, that's pretty nice. But we are going to be seeing the Extinguish here. Going to be extinguishing that play right away. And I'm pretty sure that's going to be just game right there. Destroying it. They will be able to search their deck here. But I'm pretty sure that's just going to be it. And we're going for the Fire Phoenix. Fire Phoenix will be able to link away into itself again. Then we're going to be able to search. And they're just going to scoop it up, realizing they do not have enough. That is unfortunate here. We see the Rescue Ace player just putting out the fire of the Salamangreats. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. See you next one. Stay safe. Peace.